Okay, so let's move on to the next trade now. This is a live trade in the market with broker execution. Watch carefully to see exactly how I deal with the trade in the real-time environment and how I use my broker to take this trade. Here's trade 4. Okay, this is GBP against US dollar on the 5-minute time frame. We have a generally uptrending chart. We've got a bit of a dip here, but when we look on the longer term time frame, we see that the trend is generally up, and if we go even more out, we see the trend is definitely generally up. So if we go to the 5-minute time frame, even at this point here, we have got price trending up. We've got the MAs all in the right place now, and we know generally from the bigger picture that price is generally trending up. So what we've got here is an A to B, B to C, C to D. So let's quickly look at these numbers and see if we can enter here, because this would be a strategy 2 trade for the long. So what we've got here is the high is 1.4830. The low, which is point B here, is, if I can just get this lined up, 1.4809. Sorry, 1.4804. Point C is 1.4825. And so point D, well, first of all, we'll quickly double check. We can see prices starting to rise now, so we've got to be quite quick here. Just to double check, price has not penetrated at point C the 90% retracement mark, so that's fine. So point D, if we look at the difference between point A and point B, we see that there is 1.4830 to 1.4804 is 26 pips. And therefore from 1.4825, 26 pips lower will be 1.799. So 1.4799 is at this price right here, 1.4799. If I just move this slightly higher, is there. So we have already hit this point. Now, can we go in if price comes back here? Yeah, we can. So let's try and do that. Let's see if price comes back down there. We may be able to enter for a long. So let's quickly try and go long at 9. As you can see, when price got to 99, prices started shooting up. First, we've got to determine our stop for a strategy 2 trade. We are going to be putting our stop below the low of the recent pivot low, which is all the way down here. That's far too far. This low right here, it's far too far. So what we're going to do is put it 50% of the C to D leg, and the C to D leg is 26 pips. So we are going to be putting it 13 pips away. So at 1.4799, where we wanted to enter, 13 pips away would be 1.4786. Now obviously we're going to have to adjust these according for broker prices. So let's quickly put in our trade size calculator. We've got 50,000, let's say, for our account, a 2% risk, GBP USD. Our entry price would be 1.47. Now with the 99, we actually want to add 2 pips, so it'll be 1.4801. So we're adding 2 pips, and our stop price will be 1.47, and 1 pip lower will be 8.5. So if we calculate that, it's 625,000. So 625,000, that's how much we want to go in for. So here now in our broker screen, let's go to GBP USD, right click, create entry order. Now although price has gone up, let's see if it comes back down. We want to buy 625,000. Remember, whatever is in here, it's going to be that many thousand because of the K sign here, which means 1,000. And the rate we want to buy at is 1.4801. So let's try and put it in 1.4801. And our stop price will be at 1.4785. 1.4785. 1.8485. Amount must be a number that can be evenly divided by 10. So we can't do 625,000, so we'll put in 620,000 and we'll click OK. So let's see if, so we are actually in, price is at that point, 1.4801 is where we entered, and our stop is at 1.4785. We are long. As you can see, price did drop there and we are long now. So what do we need to do now? We need to make sure our stop is in place, which it is, and we need to just make sure that we wait for our break-even point. So let me just quickly put our stop price in place, which is 1.4786 market-wise, 1.4786. Right there. And now, so if our break-even price is at the 1-to-1, which is 13 pips away from 1.4799, we want to be moving our stop to break even when we move up 13 pips in profit. So that will be 1.4812. So 1.4812 is right here. When price reaches there, we are going to be moving our stop to break even. So if I can just stretch the chart out for you, here we are. Here's our A, B, C, D. I'll just draw that on again for you. A to B, B to C, C to D. And of course, our retracement, point C, did not go higher than 90% of A to B, so that's fine, it's a valid play. We've got an uptrending chart. MAs are all in place now, all trending up. The general long-term trend is up when we looked at the longer-term time frame. So we're agreeing with the longer-term trend as well. We've got a strategy to trade here, and we are going to wait for our price of 1.4812. The line seems to have disappeared, so I'll just put it back on again, 1.4812, and our entry was at 1.4799. So let's just quickly change the color of these, double click on it. Now break-even price can be turquoise. So we're going to wait for this now. 1.4812, if we want to see what broker price needs to be there for us to get an alert, it will be, let's say that the ask, the buying price has to be at 1.4814. So let's put that alert on. Price alerts, add price alert, GBP USD, name it break even price. So we have the buy price at 1.4814. In real time, notification can be a sound as well. Click OK. Now we can see why it's saying that is, we can see that the price is already there. So we can't put our alert there, but we seem to have a freeze with the price. We're seeing a different price here, so let me just double check what's going on here. We do see that the latest price is 1.4816. I'll just reload MetaTrader and just make sure that we are hitting the right prices. seem to be having some sort of problem with MetaTrader at the moment. When you right click and click refresh, it's not refreshing. So what we're going to do, and this can happen in trading sometimes your market data may freeze up, could be some internet problem. And this is good, this is great that it's happening during the video, so we can see what we need to do in this scenario. So what we do is we know that the GBPUSD has got to the price that we wanted it to. What we'll do is we'll right click and we'll go to chart here, because we can definitely see a chart through the broker screen, to the 5-minute chart. Let's just zoom in here. And as you can see, here's your A, B, C, D. So it's obviously not as clear as MetaTrader, and that's why I like using that rather than this, but in these cases we got to do something. So we see that price has actually gone up, and it's gone through our price of 1.4812. We can go between the ask and the bid, and we can just about determine that at this price of 1.48, well, where it is right now, 17, we know that the market must be around about 1.4815 at least. Therefore, we got to move our stop to break even now, because we have gone up in profit more than 13 pips. So what we do is click on stop and move it to break even. Break even is at 1.4801. So 1.4801. Click OK. Now the only thing here is now we're at break even. Hopefully MetaTrader will come back to life. We'll keep refreshing this and see what's going on here. And then what we'll do is we will keep an eye on this GBPUSD chart, and we will keep adjusting our stop with every pivot low that forms now. Now that we've gone past the break-even point, we are going to be moving our stop below every pivot low.